Hey, Fatty Boom Belatti here with the Perfume Haul. And this is a mulligan video to replace a terrible video I made. I tried to convince myself that it was okay, but I even tried adding annotations. It wasn't going to work, so I'm just going to do the whole thing over. And this Perfume Haul, most of the items come from FragranceNet. A couple of them come from Amazon.com. So they were all bargain buys. And except for one, and that's the one I'll start with, it is one of my all-time favorite perfumes ever that I've smelled. Who knows? Something may come along and usurp it, but until then, Tiempe Passate from Antonia's Flowers is on my top, I'd say top 5. Ask me tomorrow and it'll be my favorite. Next week, it's maybe on my top 10. I wear it a lot, and when I run out, which I'd run out a long time ago, and I was just clinging to that empty bottle. So I finally had to get a new bottle. It's a very, I think it's unisex. It has some rose or floral notes. Otherwise, it's very woody. Cedar and citrus, bergamot is the opening. And when it dries down, it kind of pretty much stays from top to bottom. You know, the dry down isn't that much different. It wears more closely to the skin, and you mostly get real sweet cedar. God, it's just gorgeous. I'm going to try. I want to just keep talking about it, but I want to try to keep this shorter. That was another thing that I kept doing, is just trying to give whole lengthy reviews to each perfume when really they deserve their own review. So I'll stop here. Tiempe Passate, Antonia's Flowers. Very gorgeous woody fragrance. Next, this came from, I'm pretty sure I got this from Amazon.com, and it's this was a blind buy. It's by a long defunct, I think they've been gone for a long time now, the Crown Perfumery, and they were bought out by Clive Christian, or is it Christensen? I don't buy his stuff. I don't know. I believe he purchased them to get the bottle design, because if you look him up, his perfumes are overpriced. Anyway, he got this bottle design, and I don't remember how I stumbled upon this scent, but I was looking for these. I will occasionally do these, you know, little bargain perfumes. I don't know where to get a sample of it, so it's just sort of, hey, it's cheap. It was like 15 bucks. What's the worst that could happen? I'll have a cute bottle on my vanity, and I'm not out that much money, so I tried it, and it's gorgeous. It's fantastic. This is a very lush yellow floral with tons of resin and spice running through it. I mean, a man could wear this, maybe not that first spritz, but when it dries down, and that it's Lang Lang and heliotrope are the main floral notes. Once that dies down, a dude could wear this, and I'm reviewing them. I'm sorry. This is a beautiful blind buy. I do this. People tell you not to blind buy, but I do it anyway. And I'd say 8 out of 10 I'm happy, and I actually wear them, and have sometimes even bought more of the stuff. So, happy blind buy. Oh, did I say Tanglewood Bouquet? I'm also kind of dippy. Tanglewood Bouquet by the Crown Perfumery. An inexpensive gem. It's lovely. Next, I think this was from Perfume Net, and this is A la Nuit by Serge Lutens. And it's another Christopher Sheldrake concoction, and it is just gorgeous. It's all jasmine. I mean, and it is a sumptuous, heady, idyllic white floral. When I smell white florals like this, gardenia and big jasmines, they're just this, I don't know, this wah, 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 wah. You know, this buxom babe, old world style, you know, like the old movies, Mae West or something. She'd probably wear something like this. It's just beautiful. It's made from different types of jasmine from different areas of the world, but it smells to me most like a jasmine vine we have in our backyard. It's a Confederate jasmine. It's, I mean, instantly. So in the middle of winter, and you're missing that warm weather, which I do sometimes, pull this out because, like right now, this is kind of what you might be wearing. It's a little drippy for too hot weather, but reviewing. Rich, beautiful jasmine, a la Nuit. That's it. Cut it off. I can't stop blathering. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to let this one be stupid. Okay. More from Fragrance Net. I got Comme des Garcons. Love this. I like the original too, but I keep going back for more. I think I've only owned one bottle of the original that came, gosh, I think it came out in the 80s. I think this did too. Late 80s, early 90s. All I know is I've had many bottles of it. Not many, but several bottles of this over the years, and I love it. I'd say it's unisex, but it's a little on the lush, sweet side. It is an oriental, very woodsy, aromatic, balsamic, resinous. It reminds me of Coco Chanel and Youth Dew and maybe a little Aromatics Elixir, Cinnabar, Opium, all of those big woody perfumes from when I was a kid, when I was little, and I'd smell on my mother's dressing table or, you know, other lady family members, if you happen to go by their dressing table. And it's such a rich, sumptuous scent. I love it. I'll try to cut it off again. But Comme des Garcons, beautiful fragrance. Love it. Then this was a blind buy just because I like Comme des Garcons. It's another Comme des Garcons. And this was in their Incense Series 3. And I got the Kyoto just reading the notes. And sure enough, it smells pretty much like what I was expecting. It's just a little bit on the masculine side. I believe it's kind of dry, like a vetiver. It reminds me a little bit of Encre Noire, which I do wear for men, but with way more spice. And there's an element, it's a cedary scent, but it's hinoki wood. And what's odd is there is a hinoki in this line, Incense Hinoki, but I haven't smelled it yet, and I don't see how it could be any hinokier than this already is. I have a hinoki wood bench in my bathroom, and when it gets wet, it's a bench for, you know, from an onsen where you sit on and I won't go into it, but it's made of that wood, and when it gets wet, it smells almost exactly like this, but without the spice. There's definitely some patchouli and resins, and I don't know what all else, because it's got a spice, peppery spice kick. Maybe some cinnamon. It's amazing. I just don't know if I would wear this. I mean, I'm not afraid of manly unisex scents, but I think this is manly man. I don't know if I do love it though. It's great. It makes me want to try some of the others. I might get some samples though before I just start raking these in, because even though I got a deal on it, still wasn't cheap, not in my book. Then the last perfume net is an oldie but goodie. This is a discontinued one, and it's by Nina Ricci, Deci-Dela. And this was my thing. This was my jam in the 90s. I can't remember exactly when it came out. I want to say mid-90s, and then it was only around for a few years, and it disappeared. And I love it. It's a very fruity chypre. So it's definitely got the deep woods, resins, and spices. That's the base, but everything else, the top notes and the heart, are so bright and cheery and fruity. This is a very unique scent. I have not smelled anything like it. I don't remember anything like it before or since. And I love it. It's so cute. It's a very cute scent, particularly for something in the chypre or oriental vein. It's just adorable. It's one of the more fruitier, girly scents that I can wear because it has the floral and the spice that I like. I just love it. I might have to go get some more because this, I think all you can get are bottles left over from the 90s. And the more scarce I got a good deal on this, but the more scarce they become, the higher the price. I think that ought to last me until whenever, because I don't really wear this a whole lot. It's more for just me to enjoy. I do wear it out, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to find things to blather on about and make this video extra long. So the last three are from Amazon.com, and these are all Arabian perfume oils. And the first one, I think the first one I picked up is called Kawthar. Kawthar. It's Kawthar. Kawthar. And it's beautiful. I don't remember how much these cost. I think they were all each less than $20. But this one, look at that bottle. It's heavy, it's metal, it's got little gems in it, and this crystal stopper. I mean, it's another one of those ones where it's like, but I'll still have this pretty little knick-knack on my vanity. Well, I'll tell you what it smells like. It's a rose oud, more like an oud with rose. It reminds me slightly of Montal's, I have the Oud Queen Roses, and it's like that except way, 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 way less roses. It's very chilly, cool, icy rose scent. It almost has a metallic hum to it, but it's very sweet. And it smells like real agarwood. I mean, it's like the real oud deal. It's just gorgeous. It's smoky, oudy rose. It's pretty linear, but it's just gorgeous. And when you put it on, it has such an opulent, smoky beauty. I love it. I'll have to maybe do a whole review, or not, since I tend to just be, like I said, I wouldn't, just reviewing them anyway. So that was nice. And it's by Swiss Arabian Perfumes. Then this other one, even though this is from Nabeel Perfumes, it's another heavy metal The bottle, it's just an enclosure for the glass bottle. It's gorgeous. It's slightly similar with the red crystals, but this is from Nabeel, and it's called Telaal. And at first I didn't like it. This one was very inexpensive. It was like 13 bucks. But it is, this one is a powerhouse. Okay, this is a bomb. It's sillage. It's a monster. And it's a very, it's an oudy based woody fragrance, but it's also got musk, and I think it's got like coconut and vanilla, and it has a very gourmand, almost cocoa chocolate caramel. There's a lot of gourmand, foodie caramel, yeah, rich candy-like notes in this. And yeah, it took me, I think the first time it's just so strong I could taste it. I put it on my wrists, and I started doing things around the house, and I was like, and my husband was like, man, it smells good. We both think it smells good, but you have to be very careful because it is a sillage bomb, but it's gorgeous. If you like gourmand sort of caramel, vanilla with woods, I do think, I mean, it smells oudy. I believe I think each one of these, I love ouds, so I think when I read the notes, yeah, I can smell it. It's just not as oudy as the Kawthar. So, again, blind, I mean, if that wasn't apparent already, that I've never smelled it before. And then finally, this is another Swiss Arabian called Maysoon. Look at the bottle. Now this one's plastic. Yeah, with the little teal colored gem there. And this one is way different. This one is an intense, fruity citrus with some oud and coconut in the base. I couldn't resist those notes. Coconut and oud, and bergamot is the citrus. I don't remember what the floral notes are. They're right now they're like a white, maybe some gardenia or jasmine. There's a creamy white floral note, but the initial blast is bergamot. It's so intense, it's almost like air freshener, and it almost smells like limes, not bergamot. Well, isn't bergamot, isn't that a hybrid of like lemons and limes? It's some kind of oddball, and I think it has a green skin to it. Yeah, and the oud comes out way at the bottom. But this is gorgeous. It smells way better on. When you put it on, at first I was disappointed. I was like, no, it's lime Glade. Is Glade made lime? But when I dabbed it on, I forgot about it. Later during the day, I was like, what is that beautiful fragrance? And it was the Maysoon. It's fantastic when it dries down. This one's very, very feminine. The prior two, I'd say, are unisex, but this one is a guy can't get away. I mean, it's very, bergamot is used in a lot of men's colognes, and, you know, but no, this one's just got too many flowers in it. And even with the oud base, it's very, very ladylike, and I just adore it. Well, I can't tell a guy he can't wear this. I mean, some men may be able to pull it off, so I retract that. But it is pretty flowery. Anyway, so if you've sat through all of this, I really appreciate it. And go to FragranceNet and Amazon, and just, some of these perfumes are so inexpensive. And if you like, you know what you like, and you can identify single notes, I'd say take a stab every once in a while at a blind bargain. right now I am thoroughly pleased with the blind buys that I have. So maybe some people's luck isn't as good. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!